So Thys, what was your comment about today?
Very interesting, especially the proactiveness, that you can detect things and not only the reactive when the fire already happening. So yeah, it's very interesting, the proactive part.
Is this technology something different from what you've seen in the market?
Yeah, definitely, especially at the moment we're having warehouses where we only have reaction. So yes, the proactive part, haven't been to a presentation yet with proactive part of it.
Did you think that the technology brings value add?
Yes, at the warehouses and also the server rooms where we just have an old gas suppression system, so it will definitely make a difference.
What did you think about today?
It was very nice, well organized, and thank you very much.
Wat is jou kommentaar betrekkende vandag?
Candice, baie dankie. Dit was my baie lekker om van die nuwe tegnologie te sien. Dis altyd goed om te sien wanneer daar nuwe goed in die mark inkom. En die manier wat dit aan ons voorgehou was, jy weet die inligtingsessie, die ouens is definitief, jy kon sien hulle is baie wel bekend met die produk wat hulle aan ons bekend gestel het. Die manier wat hulle vrae kon hanteer, enige vraag wat van die vloer af gekom het, was baie goed gehanteer. En dan die feit dat ons na die eintlike tegnologie kon gaan kyk het, waar dit in gesimuleerde omstandighede is, en jy kan dan 'n koneksie maak tussen inligting wat jy in 'n vertrek gekry het, en iets werklik wat jy dan sien werklik werk. En dan het ek ook opgelet hoe die hele span van C3, van die ouens wat die aanbiedings gedoen het oor die tegnologie, hoe hulle baie direk met die mense interaksie gehad het en seker gemaak het dat almal die hele tyd deel is van hoe die dinge gewerk het en verduidelikings kry en weer eens 'n paar moeilike vrae die hele tyd geantwoord het. So dit was 'n baie verbredende en leersame ondervinding. En dit is lekker om met professionele mense te werk.
Wat dink jy van die tegnologie wat ons vandag gedemonstreer het en hoe vergelyk dit met 10 jaar terug se tegnologie?
Wel, een van die duidelike voordele, ek gaan nou 'n tegnologie wat ons gesien werk het, die video detection, wat dit bring 'n baie werkbare oplossing vir omgewings wat vir jare lank met 'n tegnologiese uitdaging gesit het. Waar span ek my dade, wat doen ek met hierdie, en die feit dat daardie tegnologie nou beskikbaar is op die manier wat dit is, maak dit soveel meer bekostigbaar op die langtermyn, in terme van onderhoud en die lewensduur wat jy kan verwag van hierdie produkte, sodat mense meer, ek probeer nou die regte woord, vertroue kan ontwikkel in die installasie wat gegee word. Want ons kry baie keer dat deteksie word nie heeltemal vertrou deur mense nie, omdat daar probleme is met van die tegnologie in die omgewings wat dit geïnstalleer word. En dan hierdie tipe geleenthede gee vir ons kans om na daai nuwe tegnologie te kyk en bietjie dan verder te gaan uitvind daaroor en te kyk waar het dit gewerk, wat se voordele, nadele, sodat ou nie stagneer. Ek dink nou aan daai TV-advertensie waar die ou met die telefoon in sy arm in die straat afhardloop, terwyl ons deesdae selfone gebruik. Dis daai tipe vooruitgang wat ons aan blootgestel word.
Wat is jou kommentaar betrekkende vandag?
Maar ek moet sê, ek dink die hele event was baie goed saamgestel. Even die informasie, soos die vorige spreker gesê het, was baie interessant. The in-cabinet protection was for me something, I've seen it before, but I think what you guys got was absolutely something that the industry really needs.
What are your comments about the C3 team?
I must be honest, I say, I think you guys, from the inception of this whole event, you guys actually, the invitation was sent out early. We could make alternative arrangements if we had something planned. And I think the venue that you guys have chosen was absolutely wonderful. The team itself, I think it's vibrant, young, and I think this is the type of thing that we'd like to see more as an industry.
Wat dink jy van die tegnologie wat ons vandag gedemonstreer het en hoe vergelyk dit met 10 jaar terug se tegnologie?
Ek dink al die tegnologie is eintlik 'n stap verandering in terme van wat ons voorheen mee bekend was en die tegnologie oor die kabinette, die kabinetbeskerming, die beltbeskerming, dis iets nogal nuut. Wat dit ek dink vir ons gee is dit gee vir ons alternatiewe wat ons nie voorheen gehad het nie. En in terme van die veiligheid en betroubaarheid en alles, dit het deurgekom in die aanbiedings en die demonstrasies.
Wonderlik. So jy sê die kabinet het vir jou uitgestaan. Is dit iets wat julle altyd voorgesoek het? Julle wou altyd 'n oplossing gehad het vir 'n probleem? Is dit iets waarna julle gesoek het?
Ek dink so, as mens kyk na substasies en jy kyk na wat ons tipies het in die koleaanleg en in die asaanleg is jou stack reclaimers. Dis goed wat kilometers weg is van die kragstasie en jy soek 'n baie betroubare deteksie en proteksie in daai afgeleë gebiede.
Wat dink jy van vandag?
Ek dink die reëlings is pyk, die logistiek om dit was baie goed geweest. Die span is, kan jy sien, is gedrewe en ja, ons is opgewonde oor die tegnologie wat julle met ons gedeel het.
So, thank you very much for coming today. Tell us, what were your comments about today?
I think it's an eye-opener for a customer side, because normally what I said is you can always read all the details in the brochures and from the vendors and that, but to actually see the system working in the actual environment, I think that's what's selling the item itself. It's priceless, because you can experience it, you can physically see the after effects, and obviously the full functionality of the system. And that for me is the biggest selling point of the system. Because
can this be utilized, or can this technology be utilized in your organization?
For me, I think definitely. At the moment, what we've got is quite an old system in it. So you're always looking for that new system that can last. And for me, this is quite the upmarket system and that what we can use in it. And for me, the application, yes, I did see a few items I can use on my the landing stations that we do have, and yes, it wasn't available. It's now, it will be priceless, because it's high end cost value on the systems and that, and if you can, the scalability for me is quite a plus as well. The old systems, if one system fails, the whole system fails and it's a complete replacement. Now, with the scalability of it, if you have a failure on a system, it's a quick plug and play system. So I don't need to have all that overhead cost in replacing the full system. It's individual cost, and you can basically manage your expenses by installing one of the systems.
What are your comments about the C3 team?
Well, I actually had a recent, quite an experience with one of the teams down in our Maputo office. And the professionality from the team is quite revolutionary, to put it that way. We thought we had a quick fix on site, and the expertise that they did bring to site and highlight the quite critical issues that we do have on site, for me was, especially if it's a South African company, that it was, how can I say it, it's amazing. The support and that, their interaction with them, with the team and that, they always available, friendly, and always willing to help. Questions and that is the effort that they put in there. It's just, you don't get it these days. It's more a sell and there you go, they walk away. With them, it's still, that involvement is still there, and that's what you need, that after sale service. It's lacking quite a bit, but with them, I don't think it's going to be an issue.
Thank you very much. Well done.
It's a pleasure.
What do you think about the technology showcased today?
Well, C3 initially did the perimeter intrusion detection on the perimeter for us, and then in around 2009 they started doing maintenance on our CCTV systems, and they've been involved since then, and they're also responsible or involved in our CCTV projects.
What are your comments about the C3 team?
Well, first of all, we've got their systems on site. So yeah, I think in general the service that we received was good from C3, and yeah, I think they do have the expertise to be able to do the work.
Tell us the technology that we've showcased to you today. Is it going to be beneficial to your organisation, and is it different to what you were accustomed to?
I think it's very informative, especially we've had some of our managers and engineers from the plants here today. And I think from a safety perspective, especially for substations, plants, etc., I think that will be very valid to on their side. You know, we as the Protection Services Department is responsible for the monitoring of the cameras and the systems. But at the end, they are involved with the safeguarding of the substations, plants, you know, against fire protection. So, yeah.